Alright, next chapter. I can visit Poe now. This is interesting. I guess we'll do that.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her?
Are you and Monroe close?
We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things.
Okay. Is she dating anyone?
I believe not. She has a big heart, and in my opinion, opens it too easily.
Okay. Anyone hate her?
Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about.
Free radio project?
Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor's surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house.
Oh, so she's the one that put the damn radio in there that kept yammering. She's forcing people to listen to you. How could she afford free radios?
I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course.
Dorota Shaw?
We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger?
I guess I'll just tell you. Why not? A tarot reading predicted it.
Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
So you're talking about Zach, but I don't... or whatever the frick his name was. Not Zach, but the other guy.
I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it.
See, I wanted to ask that other question. I should have asked the other question. I should have went with my instincts and known that it wasn't going to give me anything more than what I already knew. Anyway, August.
You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August?
Built on top of an Indian burial ground? Is it the what do they call it? The time-space font that Doctor Who appears at to recharge the TARDIS? I mean, what would you like me to know?
Then I won't bore you with it. Although you're missing out on a superbly bloodthirsty tale. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Okay. Ellis? You look, scared. You delivered a radio to the guest house.
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
Maybe she was jealous. Yeah? I mean, I don't know that I should tell her that. But I guess I can try it.
Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
Right. So, yeah, because Zach has eyes for her. That's the whole point. That's why she didn't like her too much. So then... I could visit Zach, but I don't think he's going to give me anything more. Where are you going to be the next few hours?
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest.
Probably go somewhere where there are witnesses.
Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
Yeah, I don't know that was worth anything. Oscar?
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Okay, good. You're out of the picture. That's good to know. Alright, so that gets one thread off our list. Guest house. I guess we can talk to Bronwyn.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you?
Are you alright?
Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Alexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change?
Like, I'm here, things have already changed?
Maybe. If we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to.
So any luck with Mercury?
Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating.
Why I'm hesitating? I'm not hesitating.
Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions.
What should I be doing? I have to ask questions.
You have to stop asking questions and start taking actions. Sam, this is your time. Be ready.
Start taking action. What freaking actions would you want me to take? I mean, sure, I could shapeshift and really F things up, but what exactly would that do? Just trying to push me to make a rash decision at this point. That's what it's trying to do. The rain. You have anything for me? How do you catch a traveler? To catch a traveler.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
Can you kill them?
Yes, but it kills the vessel too. So, you could have a traveler inside you right now, and if I killed you, you'd both be dead.
You ever kill one?
I'm not sure.
What do you mean I'm not sure? You mean I've killed enough people that I'm not sure if I killed the right ones? That's a weird answer. You find anything else about the Ouija board?
Quite a lot, but I'm not sure how much of it is useful. Apparently this town has a lot of spirits with a lot of unfinished business.
Unfinished business?
One woman was looking for her daughter, and there was a girl looking for her mum. It was awful. They were both there, but they couldn't see each other. I couldn't help them.
Anything about the murders?
Yes, the general message is anyone that tries to stop Ellis dying will be punished. Sam, be careful, please.
So what are you going to tell me about Poe?
He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Okay.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
Aren't you supposed to shuffle?
I shuffled before you got here. Okay. No, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently?
Oh, Jesus.
The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be.
She stacked a deck.
And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
She stacked a deck. That's hilarious. It means I should ask you on a date if we survive this. Oh, Christ. Sorry, Alexi, the feeling's not mutual.
I don't know what you mean, but maybe we should talk about it sometime?
Sure. freaking stacked a deck on me. Like I was born yesterday, for crying out loud. Alright. We talked to them. Did I talk to I did talk to Violet, yeah. I think I talked to everybody as Sam, I think.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Yeah, okay. So I got this guy. So if I... would she know, though? If I became this guy and I talked to her, would she know that he's not supposed to be there, that he's supposed to be on the radio? Or would that just work? Let's try it. Let's try it.
I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
Oh, that's a little bit interesting, isn't it? Okay. Maybe I'm shapeshifting too much. So hail a cab. Is it Ellis?
John. I'm gonna be fine.
For crying out loud. So I think, what's his name will know about it. We'll know about this guy. Rain. Nope, that doesn't do a damn thing, does it? So being this guy was really not worth my time. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I should be her and then go talk to him. I feel like maybe I gotta do the reverse. Let's try this. Let's try the reverse.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Alright. So we'll go visit Poe.
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. El, we must finish what we started.
Nope.
Nope. Just nope. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Us. Our love. I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to leave her. I know I keep saying it, but this time, I really do mean it. Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with me, no matter its length?
No.
Well, I couldn't say. I couldn't say yes because that would be putting her in that position. Well, I mean, she's gonna die, so if I were to say yes, would that mean I was taking her place? That's weird. That's really weird. So everybody loves everybody in this friggin' thing. This is just crazy pants. I'll just say no.
No? Oh. Sorry. Sorry, it's me. I overindulged. Emotional. Forget what I said. Let's get through this. Let's get you safe.
I slept with Dorota.
Yeah, I guess we'll tell him that.
Oh. Why? And why are you telling me now?
You didn't know?
You didn't know?
No. No, I didn't know. You know how to pull at my heartstrings, don't you, Miss Monroe? But it doesn't change the way I feel about you today. I forgive you, Elle. I worship you, don't you see that?
I can't say that got me anything other than to know that the love quadrangle is now a love pentagonal. I don't know. There's so many threads of sleepitude here that I can't follow it all. So many people are sharing so many different beds. So Ellis, what do I do? I could visit the chief. I don't think that will amount to anything. She said that Violet didn't really like her. So I wonder if I confront Violet, if we'll find out some more juicy details there. Or not. Okay. We can always go to Zach. We'll see what happens.
Alice, do you have the amethyst?
The amethyst.
What amethyst?
Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
Poe's pendant? I don't know.
Don't know.
Poe's pendant?
I think I'm gonna trip him off if I say that.
I don't know.
It has to happen tonight. We can just go to your place now and get it.
Someone's trying to kill me.
If you don't get me that pendant, it's gonna be me.
Seriously?
No, I don't kill people. And even if I did, why would I start with you? Just go and get it. Now.
This is just a jewel heist? What the frig is going on? There's so many threads going on here. I've lost track of the threads in this game going on right now. So they were going to pawn. She stole Poe's pendant, and they were going to pawn it off for money. So now I got to ask her now about the pendant. But I should probably not ask her as her, because that wouldn't work out too well. So return to Sam. And then I go talk to her again. And Ellis. You said Poe is a good friend?
I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend.
Really? And just friends?
What do you know, Sam?
Did he say they've been romantic for 2 years? I guess so. Poe says you've been romantic for 2 years.
It's true. A girl likes to keep her options open. What if someone new were to turn up in town and I realize that I like them more?
The hell is going on here? You're coming on to me now? What the frig? What is going on here? Cut the act.
It's not an act. I have a sweet tooth. And I want to taste all the sweet things.
Is that why you're selling Poe's pendants? Miss, I want to taste all the sweet things?
It's not what it sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything.
Why wasn't that in the paper? Well, I guess they wouldn't put that in the paper. So you lied to me about Zach.
No, I didn't. I told you he'd asked to take pictures of me. You never asked if we were selling a pendant together.
So what's the... well, you already told me.
The money was for her, Sam. So she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now.
Does Poe know? Or I don't believe you? Yeah, she's all over the board, isn't she? Like, I actually don't really believe her, but, and I already know that Poe doesn't know. So I'm gonna say this.
Sam, why would I lie? I promise you the money was for Dorota. You can talk to her parents when they get back and they'll tell you the same.
So her parents knew too? So the deal with Zach?
It's off. I said I'd pose for some photos, but that's it. I used to be a burlesque dancer, so I don't mind showing my body, but Zach's not getting a private show. Not now.
Okay. Poe? Do you know that you're missing a pendant?
Yes, I'm surprised she told you about that. How did that come up?
Zach Weston.
Why would Zach Weston know that? Maybe she was selling it to him. Alice is a bit of a spendthrift, unfortunately. Likes to live life on the edge of her credit card limit. It's actually not the first time I've bailed her out.
There are other times?
Several, actually. Student loan, council tax, income tax, Monte Carlo. We've become a bit intertwined financially, it would seem.
So you're her sugar daddy. Got it. Okay. Jesus Christ. Everybody's using everybody here. So he didn't know anything about Dorota, so there was no reason to ask him to tell him that it was going to Dorota. So what does that leave me with? So we had Zach. We had if I talk to I talked to Violet already, right? But does she know about the
No.
Zach thing?
It's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
Well, that's interesting. Do you know John Pope? Have you seen Zach lately? Give you a free radio. Do you know John Pope?
No.
From Poe and Monroe on the radio?
Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though.
He didn't deliver a free radio. Well, no, he didn't deliver a free radio. That was,
Is he a suspect? I thought they broadcast the news live.
So, Ellis says she gave you a free radio?
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place.
You say unbearable, I say very, very much bearable. You said you never met Ellis. Remember anything else?
Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
Huh, okay. Have you seen Zach lately?
No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up.
Okay. Important news?
Yes. If he ever shows up.
Oh, you're not going to tell me, huh? Oh, you'll tell me. Eventually. Okay. Like to walk around with scissors, huh? At least you're not running. Because they're not safety scissors. Just saying. This game, just weird intercuts here. So if I go to her as whatchamadoozit, is she just going to stab me with scissors? Is that what's going to happen here? Let's see what happens.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Alright. This is either going to be really good or really, really bad.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's?
Is she bluffing? Because she doesn't remember last night. Sort of doesn't remember.
I was at the studio.
You
were at Dorota's?
I'm not sure which one. I really am not sure which one to do here. If I say I was at the studio, she'll just... Was that... You were at Dorota's. I feel like she's bluffing.
I was at the studio.
So I'm going to say this.
No, you weren't. That detective's not stupid. Dupont might be, but not Sam. They'll put two and two together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
Ouch.
You're spying on me.
I saw you leave her house, and then I went in. She was naked, lying radiant on the bed. What did I find in her closet? A wedding dress. Who was that for, Zach? Who was that for? I'm done covering for you. We're finished. You need to leave. Now.
Well, there's another person that knows about the wedding dress. So She was definitely there then. So that's all true. So how do I get her to admit to it? I guess we're not going to get her to admit to it as Sam. So Zach was there, but Zach was there taking photos, right? So there's no guarantee that Zach is the killer, because it still could be. Well, Oscar just skipped town, so I guess he can't be it either. He would have been the only other one there, right? Because he saw the wedding dress. So then, I mean, that makes Violet possibly the killer. Well, that's kind of a weird thing to do, though. Because they've been kind of making sinister undertones there. Then again, she has been the one that's been making up stuff, like aliens and shit. So, it would not be unheard of if she went there and did the old stabby stab. Well, I guess strangled her. But then there's Ellie. And I feel like Ellie maybe was doing something. Maybe she found out that Doretta didn't actually lose her scholarship and was just needing the money for something else. Namely for a wedding dress? I don't know why she would buy one. The wedding dress is the weird part, right? It's like, why was that there? And who made it? It was that... Because at first I was like, well, maybe he was going to pose her in a wedding dress. But then it's like... Did he... I don't think Zach would have bought her that. Though. That seems like something that Ellie would probably do. I'm getting the feeling that Ellie is like the one who killed her or something because of reasons. I can't figure out what reason that is, but it just feels like that's the way it was. Because Violet doesn't seem like... I mean, it could be, but that would be really not very satisfying. Let's put it that way. So, as Zach, should I do something else? Would Poe know Zach? I guess he would know Zach. But would that do anything? No. Alice? No. I'm kind of curious as to what would happen if I visited the chief as Zach, but I don't think that's going to get me anywhere. Or if I visited Zach as the chief. I mean, I guess I could do that. Would that do anything for me, though? Or, well, I could visit Zach as her. Since he didn't actually hear that she was onto him yet. So I could probably get more information out of him if I visit him as her. Maybe I'll do that.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Okay. So we go and visit Zach.
I followed you to Dorota's last night.
Are you insane? Why did you follow me, you stupid bitch?
You killed Dorota. You had sex with Dorota.
Yeah, I don't think he killed her. I think he... Although Violet would say he killed Dorota. Right? Because that's what she said to him when I was Zach. Right? So...
You killed Dorota.
If I do that, then it would be more believable that I was Violet right now, right? Is that what we're going for here? I don't think he did, and I'm hoping that this gets him to say what exactly happened. Because if you just say you had sex with her, he'd be like, yeah, so what? I've had sex with a lot of people. Alright, let's see this.
No, I did not kill Dorota. But thank you for spreading that rumor.
Yeah, see, that was... And then the game just throws you out of the room. That's basically what it was. Okay, so if I visit the chief as Violet, what will that do? Let's see. Nothing. Okay, I didn't think so. So she apparently knows Ellis at least a little bit, but I don't know if this is going to work.
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually.
Why don't you like me?
Oh, well, I guess this is getting us something.
What? I like everyone. What makes you say that?
You're trying to take Zach from me.
I can't say you told Sam I didn't like you, because that wouldn't match up. You're trying to take Zach from me. That might be an interesting angle. Let's see.
No, I don't think so. I don't like Zach in that way. Maybe in any way, even. So we can be friends now?
Jesus Christ.
Yes. Maybe.
Maybe?
Okay then. We can work on that. Maybe another time?
I feel like I'm picking all the wrong choices here. Every time I'm like, I'm gonna try to be sneaky here, the game's like, nah, screw off. You ain't sneaky. I see what you're doing. Is it Poe? So as Violet, there's really not much else I could do that would be useful, right? Would visiting any of the tarot readers do anything? I guess I could try. I don't think they will actually talk to her. No. No, I don't think they'll talk to her. Yeah. Oh, Lexi does. But no, she wants to leave. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I didn't think that would pan out. Well, it panned out a little bit, so we know. But I kind of figured he wasn't a killer. I figured he was more like just boning down. Because he's a player. So my problem is that I don't know. I could be this chick, but then what does that do for me? I don't think it does anything. I mean, I could have her talk to the chief, but again, I don't think there's any conversation to be had there. And she definitely isn't going to talk to I could have her talk to the psychics, but I don't think they have anything else to offer her. So then I could, as her, talk to Zach, which we already did, so that's not really going to help me. I don't think, right? Because I talked to him. Oh, but I didn't talk to her as him. And she says she wants to break off the okay, let's try this. I don't think I talked to her as him yet. I talked to him as her, and we found out about
my powers of persuasion.
About the pendant. But I didn't talk to him as her, so I don't know about the other side of the story. Or talk to her as him. Whatever. My pronouns are just going to be all messed up right now. So we go to Ellis. And she doesn't want to talk to him. How about Poe? No. Nada. So there's something else that there's another thread and I'm not following up on here. Let's be Sam again. Let's get the rundown from the chief so I can wrap my head around what's happening here.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
Oh, there we go. Some heavy rain news. What do you have on rain?
Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
What did he do?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts.
When was this?
About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And there's a good chance he could be the killer.
I don't think so.
Door's behind you.
Okay, what do we know?
Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bromman Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I've got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
Zach, Rain, and Lexi. No. What would Lexi have anything to do with it? And Zach, obviously, but I don't think Zach did it. Rain, I doubt. Yeah, what would Lexi have to do with it? I think it would be Ellie, or... I mean, there's the possibility, the outside possibility that it's Violet, but I would think it would be Ellie first. I wonder why he would say Lexi. Like, that's like a total curveball there. Alright.
It's now 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's all I had to do.
August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
More alien stuff, huh? Still not buying it. Alright, well, we'll go to the next chapter.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe?
I'll protect her at her house, send an officer to her house, tell her to leave town. I'll protect her at her house. Why would they have me protect her? I feel like the game is like, if you go and protect her, you'll have a better chance of actually protecting her. If you send an officer, then she's probably going to die. But I don't want to tell her to leave town, because I still feel like she is the murderess, possibly. If I am a traveler, as they say, and it's my job to kill her, then saying I'll protect her at her house would make that really super easy. If I am not, but I just happen to know about them because I'm a shape-shifting genius, then I would need to be mobile and not bogged down by protecting her. Well, I don't think there's any right well, there is a right answer here, and I'm not going to be able to figure it out, so I'm just going to say send an officer to her house.
I'll send Danny over. And that means there'll be nobody at the guest house. So be extra vigilant.
That's fine.
What do you mean you're sticking me with Danny?
What's wrong with Danny?
Danny is basically doing out a scream. I'm a sitting duck. Isn't there anyone else?
Chief DuPont?
Chief DuPont? The only thing I've ever seen him run after is an ice cream truck. Fine. Danny it is. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Achievement unlocked chicken? Really?
Sam, Ellis is still with us. Danny's inside the house now, where I told him to be in the first place, so it's probably just luck that nothing happened. I think you should check back in with the tarot readers, though. They say they've got a new target.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update. Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
So that was the entire chapter? So that's why they call me chicken, because I didn't participate in the chapter? Well, okay. I mean, there was no indication that there was going to be some kind of absolute necessity that I'd be there to witness things. Like, I thought it was just going to be a regular chapter like everything else. All right.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading. and it's you.
I'm the killer. I'm the next target. I guess I'm the next target.
I don't know, Sam. I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different.
Why does this suddenly feel like it's shot in snuff film format? It's like the lighting is just weird, and it's like, oh, this is like home movie stuff now. All right, why me?
I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
Hint, who do you think, Chief? There's a whole lot of nothing here. But let's get a hint.
During that whole thing with Alice, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
Well, this is going to be fun. Yeah, I don't have enough information to really do that. So I still think it's Ellis. I really do. I really think that she, because that whole wedding dress thing is what's sort of got me, right? Of course, I'm going to say Ellis is going to be like, no, it's not possible. Rain was not accounted for, but there's no indication that Rain has been. I mean, I know he's got a criminal record and all, but it just seems too obvious. And I never got a chance, like he told me, oh, Rain's got a criminal record, and I never had a chance to be able to follow up with any of the other people. Like, hey, did you guys know that they had a criminal record? Like, they never gave me that chance. They just dropped that on me at the last minute. Or is Sam the killer? Which would be hilarious. That would be super duper hilarious if I named myself as the killer. And actually probably true. Actually probably true at this point. So well, it's either Violet or Sam or Ellis. And I'm going to think that I think their answer is really going to be Sam, but I'll try Ellis.
She was a target, Sam, not a suspect. Where did it all go wrong for you?
See, I knew he was going to be like, no, there's no possibility. But that, I mean, it makes the most sense. I don't think it's Violet. I really, really don't. Yeah, I really don't think it's Violet. Apparently, skipping that one chapter was like probably would have given me all the information I ever needed. And since I skipped it, I've got a whole lot of jack all here. Since Violet knew about the wedding dress, I'm going to have to say it's her.
Violet, are you sure? Fine. Okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up, we'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Okay, next chapter. 2:14, the end. So apparently I failed? Question mark?
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive.
Oh. Or I succeeded? Although there's creepy music going, so what about the next victim?
There is no next victim. Violet's locked up. She's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just... will you?
My home is in August now. Sure.
Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful. Let's finish packing and we can leave this afternoon. Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug.
Well, that's great.
Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious.
That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives.
That's nice.
I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
Yeah, you go do that.
Sam, you're safe. Thank Christ. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. Guess him. No. Everyone's emotional today.
Yeah, I know. Been a lot of death going around.
Fucking hell. So this is it?
Look, however this pans out, I just wanted to say thank you. Chief Dupont was going to screw everything, but you kept it all together. The riot was stopped. But there's tens, if not hundreds, going on all the time, so we got to keep going. I don't know if Bron asked in the end, but I hope you're coming with us. I really do.
Okay. Did we succeed?
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye.
Say what?
People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad there's someone like you around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me.
You're strong, you'll be fine.
That's easy for you to say. Look what you've just been through. I'd have been dead a few hours ago if it wasn't for you. But you're right. I am strong. I will be fine. But I like having you around, Sam. I hope you're staying.
What exactly would have happened in the hour that I skipped?
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame you were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August.
Ominous, okay.
And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
Yeah. That was not very satisfying as far as endings go.
I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
No.
Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well?
I fail? Is that what happens?
Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
I'm pi? I'm pi now? Is that what it is? Enter... Hashtag winning? What? Enter secret debriefing. What?
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human?
No.
Do you have feelings?
Yes.
Splendid. Do plants have feelings?
No.
Splendid. I've burned down a rainforest. Does that make you happy?
No.
Splendid. I've killed a serial killer. Does that make you happy?
Sure.
It's ready.
Okay. we were just is that some Blade Runner shit that they were doing there? Like, am I a synth or whatever? Okay, so that was not a very satisfying ending. So here's my thing. I would kind of want to go back and try that hour that I apparently skipped, which I didn't know I was going to skip, and they really should have been more clear that I was going to skip an entire freaking hour. Because I thought, I was like, well, this will give me time to talk to other people and get more angles on things. But no, they're just like, nope, we're just going to jump forward. Which is weird. I'm kind of curious as to what would have happened during that hour, because I feel like if I had, if I had stayed there and protected her, the way she was coming on to me, that would have been, well, interesting, to say the least. So I'm not sure how to put that in perspective. And then there's the whole, like, having her as the killer, having Violet as the killer is weird. Like, it's kind of a cop-out, right? It's like, I mean, granted, she wasn't acting that suspicious. I mean, the whole alien thing was just, I knew that was a red herring anyway. But honestly, it would have been more interesting had Ellis been the one that did it, because she was in it for other things. Because I'm still trying to figure out, like, what was the symbolism of the wedding dress, right? Like, what was going on with that? Like, there's just, it's like a random thing they threw in there, and they're like, this is how you'll know what the killer is, because they'll know about the wedding dress. It's like, but no. It's like, yeah, let's just throw this random thing that's very symbolic into a game and have it mean nothing other than here's how you catch the killer. That's weird and not very satisfying as an ending. Well, I love that when I said Ellis, he was like, no, it can't be that. I kind of was thinking of just selecting Sam just to see what would happen. But I guess that will be another playthrough. Apparently I succeeded? ? I feel like what's making the game difficult is that there's times when you're asking a question thinking you're going to get more details, and the game just throws you the same details you already had, and then it closes off the other question that would have given you different details, right? And it got me every single time, because the words you're picking are not really translating to what you want them to translate to, right? It's like sometimes, it's like when you're in an RPG and you ask two people the same question. Like, you ask two people who know each other and you ask them the same question, or in a way that one, you're pretending to be one versus the other. You would expect them to kind of expand upon it a little bit, not just regurgitate the very minimum and then say, good night to you, right? So that was my big problem in the game here, is I missed so much stuff. I feel like I missed a lot of stuff because I was trying to get to see if someone would give me more information than what they had already given me, and they only regurgitated all the stuff that I already knew and then I wasn't able to ask the other question that would have giving me different information. And yet, I still ended up winning? Question mark? I don't know. I don't know. I this whole thing kind of has me a little bit like it was very. I understood along the way that they're throwing lots of stuff at you to try to muddy the waters, and that's fine. I don't like that they made me go down the whole path of, I gotta ask her about the aliens and all this stuff, because I'm like, that's totally, I know right away that that's just a red herring. So that was a whole I wasted a lot of time just sitting there like, how do I get to the next chapter, when it was like, it was a pathway that I knew was gonna lead nowhere. But they kind of force you to go down that path. So I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it, but at the same time, I'm like, the ending was not that great, and there's suggestions here with some of these clips running that there's a lot of things that I missed, that I didn't get into. That whole second to last chapter threw me off, where it was like, I thought I was doing the right thing by just having someone else protect her, and then it was like, no, you really should be protecting her, and then, oh, you didn't protect her, so now we're skipping a whole hour here, and I don't know. I just don't know. In any case, that was the Shapeshifting Detective. It's fully released out on Steam. You can go pick it up. I don't have the details right in front of me as to what, how much it was or anything like that, but perhaps you'll go through and do your own run and get some of the answers that I couldn't get. And maybe if you find the answer as to what the hell is up with the wedding dress, you'll be kind enough to drop me a comment, because that's kind of burning my ass right now. I feel like that was a MacGuffin to just tie everything together, and it didn't have any other meaning. But in any case, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and hopefully I will see you in the next series.